At the beginning of every term, unless you've had exams in the last term, your college will run a series of exams called collections for you in 0th week. So during our Freshers Week, we had a talk from our corpus president telling us very adamantly that our holidays were not holidays, they were vacations, in that you vacate your room but you do exactly the same amount of work as you would if you were still in Oxford. And then just before we went on our vacation, our physics tutor had a chat with us and told us more than once that we should treat Oxford as though it were a full-time job. So you'd get about 6 weeks holiday in a full-time job over the year, and so set up over the academic year you get about 2 weeks in Christmas, 1 in Easter, and maybe 3 or 4 over the summer. Now I'm not sure how accurate that description is or is going to be, but it definitely scared me enough to actually work during the VAC. Maybe not very efficiently, and we're definitely more than 2 weeks out, but definitely more than I've worked over any past school or sixth form holiday. To me, these exams were the place where, if somehow the irrational fear came true that Oxford for this entire time had actually sent my offer to the wrong person and had only been legally obliged to accept me, like all of those fears might actually manifest. During the past term I'd managed to get through all of the work with the help of the other physicists, but they couldn't help me now. These collections were personal and I was terrified that I was going to fail. Of course I can't speak for everyone, but I think a lot of them felt something along the same lines. The majority of my friends from Oxford were working over the VAC and spent a hell of a lot of time in the library, and so collections finally came. But looking back on it now, it honestly wasn't as bad as I made it out to be. The worst thing that could actually happen is that your tutors find out that you're struggling and that they help, which is literally their job description. I think it was very hard to remember that these collections actually don't matter at all towards your degree. They're just an indicator so that you know how you're doing and how you might perform in prelims, which are the exams you have to pass in your first year to go through to the second year. Of course, knowing something logically doesn't necessarily make it any easier to lower your stress level, and so I made so many stupid mistakes in the exams, and hopefully I will learn from those and hopefully be less stressed for the next set of exams. As far as results are concerned, you're meant to get them back before 4th week in Hillary. Of course this varies from subject to subject and across different colleges, so my tutors actually managed to get mine back before then. And as far as I know, no one has messed up horribly and we've all made it, we're all still here, no one's been magically rusticated or expelled, and it's just such a nice feeling that it's all over. Like the day after all of the exams were over, everyone was just so much more chilled, everyone was ready to like go and have a good time and spend more time with their friends rather than just in the library 24/7. And so over these past 2 weeks it's been so nice to actually come back and spend time with everyone, and my workload hasn't been too bad because they know collections have happened and it's just kind of ramping up again. So even though the VAC was quite stressful, Hillary seems like it's going to be much nicer for me. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe below. If you have any questions about exams or the exam structure at Oxford or anything else, please leave them in the comments below and I will try and get back to you as soon as possible. But if not, I will see you in 2 weeks' time. Bye!